Hi guys, it's Joy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As some of you might know, I'm a huge coffee latte lover.
Yes!
But I also do love a good matcha from time to time. I even got the full matcha kit you need to make your own matcha at home last year. I thought it would be a fun video idea if we made a matcha latte together, but not any matcha latte, an ube matcha latte. My family has really encouraged this obsession and hobby of mine of making drinks at home, and I got a new milk frother for Christmas, I got a kit for latte art, and I got ube flavoring. Ooh. I'm actually obsessed with ube. I've made a bunch of matcha lattes in the past, but never an ube flavored one. I'm so excited, so let's jump into the video. Okay, so there are a lot of different ways, obviously, to make matcha at home. There is the lazy girl way, which I have done, where you just straight up add matcha powder into a frother or directly into your milk or water. And then there's more of the traditional proper way where you have your bamboo whisk. I am soaking this in warm water so that the whisk can not be so stiff. This is the first time I'm really using like a proper matcha, so I'm excited. My roommate bought this for me from Japan, which is so cool. It says it's strong, which is perfect for me. Okay, so I also have my bowl. I have this to sift the matcha through. I have this scoop as well. Let's just get right into this. I think I'm gonna do like 2 scoops of this matcha powder. I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks like a beautiful bright green color. And it smells so good and strong. It smells like real matcha. Once you start drinking matcha more often, like, you'll be able to notice what is good and what is not good matcha. Of course, I've had the pre-sweetened, not so green matchas at home before, because sometimes those are good too, but it's just not the real thing. Okay guys, so switching over to voiceover so that you can see me sifting through the matcha, making sure there are no clumps there, and then I'm adding some warm water to the matcha and whisking it together. There are a lot of videos out there on how to properly whisk your matcha, but basically you want to go in just a up and down motion, not a circular motion. There are supposed to be bubbles when you finish, and mine didn't exactly have that. It could be because I used too much water or the powder I was using, but we're gonna keep on pushing through here. Okay guys, so now for the ube part of the latte. This is super exciting. So I do have a few TikToks of me unboxing this new Dreo Barista milk frother and just playing around with it for the first time if you want to check that out. But basically, this is such a nice milk frother. It has all these different settings on it, so you can put what type of milk you're using, what type of foam you're going to make, so that will depend on if you want a cappuccino or if you're doing cold foam, etc. The speed and the temperature. So for me, I'm doing an iced matcha latte and I'm attempting an ube type of foam on the top. So I'm going to adjust the settings to match that. And I have this super delicious Chobani coffee creamer. This is amazing on its own. I've just been having this a lot recently, so I thought it would be fun to change it up with the ube. What I'm debating is that the minimum line in this cup is kind of high up, and I don't want the drink to be all cream. So I think I'm gonna divide the proportions of this and do like 50% oat milk and 50% creamer, just so that it's not super milky and drowning out the matcha in the end. Typically for a matcha latte, it does go milk and then matcha and then cold foam, so I'm going to attempt to do it in that order as well. I don't know if ice should go first or last. For me, I usually like to do it last, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay guys, so jumping right into the fun stuff, my first step was to choose what disc I wanted to insert into the milk frother. This one is specifically good for making cold foam. And then I wanted to tap through all the settings to see what made the most sense for this ube cold foam that I'm making. So like I said before, there's a milk setting, there's a foam setting, temperature. Hopefully that helps the end result. Anyways, super cool. So for my milk, like I said before, I'm doing 50% creamer and 50% oat milk. That's my milk of choice personally. And I'm using this ube extract for the first time ever. I definitely made a bit of a mess and added more than I thought I was going to, and even stained my hands a little bit. But this is the fun part where you get to watch it all mix together. Now we combine everything. So I started with some ice at the bottom of my glass, then a little bit of oat milk, trying not to overdo it on the milk since we have the cold foam coming up. The matcha pour was very nicely executed, if I do say so myself. Such a pretty green. And then the ube cold foam. I'd say this is one of the prettiest drinks I've made, and that's the finished product. Okay guys, she came out very purple, very pretty. I think I slipped a little bit with the ube extract because it didn't have the nozzle I thought it would.
Bruh.
But that's okay. Let's give her a stir and try it. Whoa, that is so sweet and delicious. I'm tasting the ube, I'm tasting the cream. Not gonna lie, I think the matcha flavor might have slightly gotten lost in this, but it's still a delicious drink. I think I just need to alter the ratio slightly for the next time I make this. But it's always fun to try making a new drink. I did make a lot more foam, I'd say, than I needed, and I think it would be fun to create a thicker type of cold foam. So if you guys have any tips or tricks on how to do that, maybe I need to use heavy cream instead of just creamer, let me know and comment below on any barista tips you have for the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me experiment and make a new matcha latte, even though I ended up making an ube latte with a hint of matcha. And I'll be back next week for a new video. Bye!